The Inside the Dam podcast is brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Check out Papa John's Pizza at 200 South Broadway Street in Minot for their deals and student discounts. And also, check out KMSU Channel 19's YouTube page every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Inside the Dam podcast.
And welcome in to another edition of the Inside the Dam podcast here on KMSU TV and radio, KMSU Channel 19 on YouTube as well. Pleased to be joined by defenseman of the men's hockey team, Logan Rands. Logan, how are we doing tonight?
Doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. As you guys coming into the home stretch, like all of us here on campus, of the first semester, first half of the season, if you will. Pretty solid showing throughout for the team. How's the locker room vibes going?
You know, we're coming off a huge weekend in Liberties, and I think the vibes are really high. We had a little bit of a slower start, say, not necessarily losing games, but just overall in our play. And I think over the last month or so, we've kind of found our stride, and we're really clicking right now. Yeah,
you mentioned your last weekend series against Liberty this past weekend. Going into their building, top 10 matchup in the ACHA D1 rankings, and pretty dominating performance. 5-0 shutout night one, 4-1 win night number two, especially that night one. Their Midnight Madness game, how was that kind of a different vibe? You know, like you mentioned early on before recording, how, you're getting to the rink about the time that you're probably in the third period on a normal night.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a unique experience for sure. I did it in our freshman year as well, and like you said, it's a little different. You're having your pregame nap at about 5 p.m. and you're eating your pregame meal at 7 o'clock when you should be starting your game normally. So to be starting at midnight, it takes a little different preparation, but once you get to that rink and it's jam-packed, it's pretty easy to play at midnight.
Yeah, and your fourth season here at Minot State, over 100 career games played, 23 career goals, 39 assists, pretty high output for a defenseman.
Hey, thank you. I try to get involved in the offense as much as possible.
Yeah, so you guys have a couple more games throughout this week. You have a road game coming up on Wednesday in Jamestown, another top 10 matchup for you guys there. Also, the new rankings coming out that day as well. How are you guys focusing up for these last couple matchups?
We're preparing huge for Wednesday. Wednesday is a huge game for us. It's against Jamestown in their barns, so that's a huge rivalry for us and our schools. So we know how they're going to play. They're going to come out hard, and we need to be ready so we can continue this momentum into the break.
Yeah, and like we touched on the Christmas break coming up, you guys have another game against Lake Region State at home to wrap up the pre-Christmas schedule. What can you expect from them?
I think that'll be a unique experience. We've never played them before, and we're just going to focus on playing our game and look to generate some more momentum going into that break so we can be ready to go come January.
Yeah, and you mentioned the break as well. How is that, you kind of have almost a month in between games from the Lake Region game to your next game on the schedule. How do you guys, keep that game mentality going throughout the Christmas break?
I think everybody just takes their gear home. You get on the outdoor rink as much as possible for the 2 or 3 weeks that you're at home, maybe skate with a few of your friends. And then once we get back right after New Year's, it's game on for us. We're back to the rink and back working hard so that we're picking up right where we left off.
Yeah, and you got a pretty tough test coming out of that Christmas break. You got Mary at home as well. How do you, have such a tough test coming out of a Christmas break like that?
Yeah, we play Mary after the break, and, they stole one from us the last time we played them, and that left a bitter taste in our mouth. So we definitely have some payback, and that's a game that we have checked on the calendar for sure.
And touching on these two upcoming home games, you're not playing at the Pepsi like you're usually accustomed to. You're playing over at the All Seasons Arena at the State Fairgrounds here in Minot. How is the atmosphere a little bit different for you guys, or is it kind of, it's just another barn type of deal?
Yeah, it's a fun experience for us. That's where the Beavers used to play out of, actually. So it's kind of taking a step back and going into the past for us, and just it's a little different. Like, you take your gear over there, and the arena's a little bit bigger. So we did it last year, and it was a blast. So we're excited to do it again.
Well, Logan, as we wrap up this Christmas break, hopefully the professors on your side giving you a little bit of an extra break heading into Christmas. And
Yeah.
we thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And again, that was senior defenseman Logan Rands here on the Inside the Dam podcast. For KMSU TV and radio, I'm Tayton Hjelmstad.